With their boats in transit, sailors and crew members depart on Air Malawi, a national carrier of this friendly African nation, to compete in a true yachting marathon. The marathon has become an international event with past entrants from many parts of the world. This year, there are close to 50 entrants and 7 rescue teams, more than any other year. With sailors from all over Africa arriving at the beautiful lake, it was time to reassemble the boats that were transported by road in containers. One of the conditions of taking part in the event is the capsize drill that every boat needs to do to be race ready.
Right, we're very, very grateful indeed.
The opening ceremony was a lavish occasion.
I now declare the 2010 Lake Malawi International Yachting Marathon officially open. See you tomorrow at 6 as you depart. Thank you very much for your attention.
Leg 1, sponsored by Hunters, was a beach start from Unkapola Beach Club through the gate at Mpeg Island and the mainland, and the finish at Domwe Island with overnight at the Chembe Lodge at Cape Clear. The start of the leg with the Hovey 60 launching first, with the Darts and the Fast Tigers to follow. Logistics of an event of this size means involvement from various companies. Manika Malawi provided a solution by sponsoring 2 containers from Johannesburg for transporting the boats to Malawi. This has facilitated the doubling of entries. Illovo Sugar Corporation also provided a container from Durban, and this is clear evidence of the event's growing popularity. When a group of local sailors embarked on a casual sail up the lakeshore 25 years ago, surely they never had in mind what they were in for or what they had created. So leisurely they expected the trip up the lake to be, they lashed deck chairs onto their boats. Probably a little holder or 2 for the gin and tonics. They very quickly realized that this was closer to a survival exercise. Well done to Donnie and Mickey Brits and those early deck chair sailors for taking those first nautical miles up the lake. Andrew and Sue Walker taking an early swim just after the horn sounded the departure of the Tigers. No time to watch the scenic beauty as they tried to get going again. All in a good day's sailing. Richard Goldstein and Neil Shaw with a spinning up. Navigation is very important, but so is staying upright. On board with Interconnect will clearly show how quickly things can go wrong in this fantastic marathon event. Good news is that the water in Lake Malawi is 20 odd degrees warm. With the wind dying down between mainland and Domwe Island, the rescue crafts needed to give some assistance. Nicola Aubry and Bjorn Haverman getting a hand. At Chembe Lodge, the first boats crossing the finish line were top sailors from South Africa, father and son team, Peter and Blaine Dodds.
It was lovely stuff, eh?
Okay.
It was really good. Bit heavy out in the back straight there, but generally speaking it was lovely. But my GPS only worked the first section, so luckily I sailed this race about 6 years ago, so I knew where the gap was. Otherwise I would never have found it. You'd still be looking for it and sailing past. It was really nice.
And the wind?
It was about 20 knots.
Okay.
Maybe gusting a bit harder, so it was on the edge a bit, but pretty choppy because we were ramping over the waves from one to the other. So it was hard work from that point of view, pretty wet as well. Okay. Choppy.
Mark Koppel and teenager Ewald Erasmus safely in second place.
It was absolutely stunning. The wind actually turned out to be a lot harder than I thought. So it picked up to probably gusting just over 25. We had a massive race with my friend Blaine. At one stage we were ahead of him. I thought we had him, but in the end his experience got us, and I think he finished just a couple of minutes in front of us. So as far as we're concerned, the game's still on. We're there. They had a good result. We'll put it in the bag, and tomorrow's another day.
So did you have fun?
Yeah, loads of fun. It was amazing.
Have you ever done this race before?
Yeah, I did it last year, and without them we won this leg last year. And yeah, they're the best. 8th in the world.
Oh, well done.
Blaine Dodds.
How old are you?
I'm just turned 16.
You turned 16. You're having fun in Mpeg racing?
Yes, it's amazing. Thank you.
Awesome. Good luck with the rest of it.
Thank you very much.
Mike Goodyear and Alice Martin on microtronics in a solid third.
The natural with the great. One of the best first days. Not too windy, not too wavy. Nice way to start off the regatta. Nice way to start off the race.
A hearty soup was served by the staff at Chembe Lodge on the pristine white beach that surrounds this superb lodge.
That's a quaint little dance.
One by one, the sailors joined the rest on the beach at Chembe Lodge to set up camp and relax at the beach bar. The results, taking the handicap system in mind, were as follows. The AC Optical's leg is another beach start from Chembe Lodge to Livingstonia Beach at Salima, past the Malawi and Nakatanga Islands, a tricky leg for those with no previous Lake Malawi experience. As on the opening leg, will the Hobie 16 lead the race, with Darts and Tigers to follow 10 minutes apart. Leaving another luxury resort behind is completely different than in the early days of the event. In the early days, there were very limited facilities up the lakeshore. Thus, all food, drinks, camping, cooking equipment, etc. was lugged on the shoreline over bone-jarred roads by ground support teams. No running off to the local shop if something was forgotten. As the boats sailed northwards up the western shore of the lake, campsites were set up on beaches and meals prepared over open fires under the stars. What an adventure! Surely it doesn't get better than this. On board with Peter and Blaine Dodds. First rescue of the day, the Hobie Fox of Ed Page and Maxine Lockington. A rescue is not always according to plan. Wally Muggleton, race organizer at the throttle, and Frankie taking the dive to assist. A bit of a longer leg than the first day, the team start arriving at Livingstonia Beach with waves rolling onto the beach. Hard to believe that Lake Malawi is a freshwater lake, but shows all the elements of the sea. White beaches, waves and huge swells en route.
We lost our spinnaker halyard right at the beginning of the race, and then so we were quite far behind, and then basically without the spinnaker to pull the bows out the water, we pitch bowled twice. And then we also lost our tow straps on the boat. So all in all, it was a pretty expensive trip.
Is it a bit rough out there?
Yeah, it gets a bit rough with the waves the further out you go, I think. And the wind seems to be picking up, so it gets a bit hectic.
Another casualty of day 2, the rescue boat delivering another stranded Hobie to Livingstonia Beach. Once again, the locals happy to assist.
Stay broke.
How did that happen? Too much wind?
I guess it's just wear and tear on the boat, hey? It's not a young boat, very old boat.
Did it break quite far out, or was it fairly close in?
We just come through the gate. And,
okay.
Yeah, went over. It took us a while to get the sail de-rigged. And then we jury-rigged and we're sailing home on our trip. We're getting 2 knots.
It's a bit rough out there.
Very rough, yeah. It was like 2 or 3 meters salty.
Wow. But you had fun though nonetheless, even with all the drama?
Fun. Yeah, no, lovely day.
The results for the AC Optical leg, the handicap system in mind, were as follows. Great 4th place for the McPhersons on their Dart and Mark and Sarah O'Brien on their Hobie 16. Toyota Malawi was the proud sponsor of the 3rd leg of the marathon that'll take sailors from Livingstonia Beach at Salima through the gate at Karimba Point to Nkotakota, north of the Chai River. A rough start of the Toyota Malawi leg with waves crashing onto the beach, catching Derek and Natasha Wittenberg off guard. Lake Malawi offers some of the finest sailing conditions in the world. Africa's third largest lake with crystal clear fresh water and normally very good winds during the winter months. The Mawera wind blows from south-southeasterly, which makes for near perfect downwind sailing. With a 500-kilometer stretch of water and close to 90 kilometers in width, what more could any sailor ask for? Close in the heels of the Hobie 16s were the Dots.
Winners. And today we're going to go out there and catch Plain Dot. We're 9 minutes behind him. So we're going to have to give it a good go today, see if we can catch them, make up a bit of time, and preferably try and keep that mast pointing towards the sun, not down into the water. Then we should go. 1 minute to go. See you guys later.
On board with Mark and Alice with the Tiger start. Ewald Erasmus in trapeze, showing great skills at such a young age. This event is operated on a non-profit basis and funds raised are donated to charities. Previous years have seen contributions to the Malaria Project, Malawi Against Physical Disabilities, Lakeshore Schools, hospitals and most recently the Cure International for club foot and other deformity rehabilitation. This is a small way to say thank you to the friendly and peaceful people of Malawi for their unbelievable hospitality. End of another grueling stage, with locals singing and dancing, the tired sailors arrive at Nkota.
Today was awesome, especially strong conditions. We had 3 firsts now, but it's not yet finished. We got lots of other races to do, so we'll see what happens there. Yeah, today was cool.
It was pretty rough out there. It was about 15-20 knots. Yeah. It's really wet. The boat's quite wet.
Was it more hectic than the last 2 days that you've been out?
Definitely. The last 2 days the wind was a bit not strong enough. Yeah, today was
and it was the longest there. How long was it compared to the rest?
It's about twice as long as the previous 2 legs. Yeah, so it was pretty hectic, but we enjoyed it.
The handicap results at the Toyota Malawi leg of the Yachting Marathon. Outstanding sailing by Belinda and Grant Hayward, finishing second on handicap on their Hobie 16. Leg 4, the ETHCO or Ethanol Company of Malawi stage, was from Nkota past Sungu Point and all the way up to Dwangwa Beach, part of the Ilovo sugarcane plantation. The siren starts the Hobie 16s and trouble for Stuart and Claire Walker. Siren for the Dots, and once again the tricky waves caught some sailors unawares. Johannes Lebede and Eric Schouten, the hapless crew. The marathon is more than just a race up the lake. It is a challenge, an adventure, an opportunity to experience the country of Malawi from a perspective witnessed by few, and the chance to enjoy the camaraderie shared on the sailing safari. The numerous sailors who returned only to the shores of what David Livingstone called the Lake of Stars to take part confirm its attraction. As past UK Dart 18 champion and 1999 marathon winner Brian Phipps said, "We came here to race, but we go away feeling very honoured just to be included in the race. The winning was a bonus. No one knows the future, but I hope to return." This is how it should be done, a truly professional darts team. This day would turn out to be a monster for the rescue team, with quite a few stranded boats with broken sails. None more damaged than an interconnect crew, who broke their mast on the previous leg, fixed it, but damaged it for good. This clearly showed the need for a top quality rescue team. Wally Muggleton towing the interconnect Tiger to shore, and that will be the last towing for the Yachting crew. The race is over. Back on board with Peter and Blaine Dodds, who once again sailed into Dwangwa Beach ahead of second place Mark Koppel and Evans Erasmus, and Microtronics in third.
It was good, but if we hadn't capsized, we would have been second. And we messed up with the landing here, but the sailing was fantastic. Yeah.
How far back did you guys tip?
We were catching up to Mark and we were right on his tail. And I think we were just pushing too hard to try and overtake him. The problem is you push too hard and you capsize, you lose it again.
Right.
Well done, crew. Half far.
Mark and Jackie Wittenberg finishing strong.
You guys aren't too far in from the leaders, just probably under 10 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, a bit calmer conditions than yesterday, but we pushed less than yesterday, so we could just get here in one piece without much piling and capsizing like the other days.
Yeah, it was good. We had a bit of a rough start. We had to sort of go back to the beach again and try again, but we made our way up the fleet again after a bad start. So it was good, yeah. A bit light. Good.
Good start. Stuck with the leaders for, so what, first 10 minutes, then everything went wrong. Wrong tactical decisions, small mistakes, huge implications. So yeah, we'll try again tomorrow, get back in the game. Today, so.
Show you what goes wrong when there's a little bit too much wind on a good day. Blew out the spinnaker, slowed us down quite a lot. Otherwise, great day out. A little bit grey, a little bit cold, but nice to be out.
The result of the Ethco Stage 4 from Kota Kota to Dwangwa. After a rest day where the teams were entertained by one of the major sponsors of the event, the Ilovo Sugar Corporation, it was time for the fifth leg, sponsored by Unitruns. The Unitruns leg took competitors from Dwangwa across the lake to Mango Drift on Linkoma Island, on the Mozambique side of Lake Malawi. With overcast conditions, the Hobie 16s left Dwangwa Beach, like on the previous days, to be followed by the Darts and the Hobie Tigers. This leg had big swells that made Lake Malawi look like the ocean and was bound to have a rescue sooner or later. Female teammates Karen Hutchinson and Suzanne Morton getting a helping hand from Aubrey and his crew. Only way for non-sailors and camera crew to get to Linkoma is by chartered plane. What a fantastic view to see the size of this massive freshwater lake. Once again, first boat in, father and son, Peter and Blaine Dodd.
Awesome stuff, yes. I think the conditions out there in the beginning and the wind was really strong. We managed to pull the bag up. We actually went in between both fleets, the Tigers split, we went in between, took a wild chance. When we came across, the wind lightened off and was bobbing up and down. Eventually the wind came through and we managed to launch our bag and we came down there, and then now the wind lightened again. Yeah, we managed to pull out the bag again. Yo, what an awesome sail, man.
Fantastic, well done once again.
Thank you so much, sir.
Superb sailing from Belinda and Grant Hayward, finishing in style at Mango Drift.
There was a good run, just barely behind the first Tiger. How was it?
The first part was wonderful. We were reaching along and it was really awesome, like on the edge. Then the wind just died and we went into a bit of a beat, close haul. So we were sailing, really trying to get close to the island. We thought we'd be miles ahead of everybody. Then the wind switched again and came from behind, so everyone caught up. So.
Well. Thank you very much.
Good day.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Hello.
What happened?
Not actually sure yet. Just the mast came down about halfway across.
No one injured?
No one injured.
Lucky.
Just our pride and
Great win for Duncan and Jen McPherson in their dart. The Nedbank sponsored last leg of the 25th Lake Malawi Yachting Marathon is a straight dash to the finish at Chintechi. Once again a beach start with the Hobies and darts off first, with the Hobie Tigers in quick pursuit. The tranquil waters with hardly a breeze made the start at Mango Drift and Nakoma Island a very slow affair. Eugene Meyer on his Hobie pole on way to Chintechi. Selwyn and David Marks hoping for a bit more wind.
It was a lovely regatta, nice to be here. Awesome water, sailing in fresh water. The people of Malawi, we just thank them for being able to sail on the Great Lake here, and really enjoyed it thoroughly and we'll be back again.
Fantastic, thank you very much.
Thanks.
But today started off very, very well. The wind was kind of light, and we had like really, really good boat speed, and we had to make something like 15 minutes against Blaine to beat him, and it looked like very good until the wind started picking up quite hard. Then I knew that Blaine would be giving us a good chase, and while we were during that chase, we spotted Michael Goodyear way in front of us, and then the breeze picked up more and more. And Michael, for his detriment, was the last to put his spinnaker down, so he got blown off course, and he was double tepeasing to make up the ground that he'd lost by carrying his bag too long. And there was a moment there I thought he had us, but as it worked out, we got in just in front of him and in front of Blaine as well. So I think we'll probably finish second. I think we'll bank the second, say thank you very much, and we're really very grateful that we're first on the beach this leg.
Andrew Walker finishing strong on Chintechi Beach.
Nice, it was great. It was a bit quiet on the other side, but then it really got going nicely this side. Nice, fast downwind runs. Great, wonderful day.
Donnie Cullen and his Multi-23 beaching his beautiful craft.
It was good. It was really lovely sailing. We had a nice, lovely fast reach across at one point. Started off a bit slow, but it was beautiful sailing. We're quite pleased with how we did.
The results of the Nedbank leg of the Lake Malawi Marathon, with Mark and Ewald taking the spoils. Before the closing ceremony, the daunting task of disassembling all the boats to be wrapped and sent back to their different locations. closing ceremony and a time for everyone to say their goodbyes until 2011, when most of these sailors will meet on the shores of beautiful Lake Malawi. A tribute to all who took part, from sailors to land crew to rescue teams. What a great event. Here with the overall results, a superb sailing exhibition by overall winner Peter and Blaine Dodds.